Hello everyone, in today's video I wanted to show you how I wash my human hair wig. Just some quick info about this wig. We don't need the styrofoam head anymore. Oops. So this wig is made out of human hair. It has a lace front. So if you can see right here, I'll put my finger in. You can see right here, it has a hairline, so that's where my part is, so it looks pretty natural. It looks like it's actually my own hair when I wear it. The lace at the front right here is not very noticeable. If I flip it on the inside to show you what it looks like. So it's mesh all around the back, which is very comfy on your head. And then if you look here, this is the lace front. So this is super delicate. You don't want to tear it or rip it, and you got to be very gentle with it because if you rip the lace, you are in trouble. And the mesh, like I said, is very comfortable around your head. No clips because obviously I don't have hair to clip my wig onto. And then there are two tabs here to adjust your wig, so around your head. And then also another cool thing about this wig is on the sides here, where my thumbs are on either end, there are little wires and they basically act as sideburns. So when I'm wearing the wig, it comes down to here and it kind of looks like where I would have a little bit of a sideburn going. It looks pretty natural on. Alrighty, so now let's get to the good part about washing her. First off, I'm gonna start with all the products that I use to clean my wig, and I will link all of the products in the description box below so you can find them easily. First thing you'll need is this plastic wig stand. It's common for wigs to be on styrofoam heads or on cloth heads, but when you're washing it, it's really important to have a plastic head because it's hollow in here, and this allows room for the scalp area, like the mesh, to dry properly. Next, you're going to need a shampoo and conditioner. So it is really important to note that you actually can't use shampoo and conditioners for human hair, like regular human hair, on wigs, just because those shampoos and conditioners are meant for hair that is still on a scalp, hair that is alive technically on your head, whereas wigs, obviously they're no longer on a scalp and they need different kind of care and nutrition in order to be able to stay healthy looking and nice. So the shampoo and conditioner that I use is by the brand Capilia. This is also the brand that I bought my Wellbeing Scalp Care Kit from that I have been loving so far. And I've been using this shampoo and conditioner combo ever since I got my wig. I've been getting great results. The hair always smells wonderful. It's always very clean and it doesn't seem to be damaging it or taking the color away in any sense, which I absolutely love. So the product that I use is the Capilia Professionals Hydrating Shampoo, sulfate-free for natural hair. And the conditioner that I use is the Capilia Professionals Hydrating Conditioner, also for natural hair. And then the other two things that you're going to need to be able to wash your wig are a wet brush. So this is great for just brushing out your wig in general and then making sure you detangle it. You can brush it when it's wet and when it's dry, and it's not going to damage the hairs, which is very, very important because you don't want to spend a lot of money on a human hair wig and then destroy it after you wash it a few times, because that would be very sad. And then of course the last thing that you're going to need is a towel to dry your wig with. And then the next question is, how often do you wash your hair? Well, it really depends on how often you wear it. If you're going to wear your wig all day, every day, then probably once every 2 weeks, maybe even once a week, depending on how sweaty and how dirty it gets. For me personally, I don't wear it all day, every day. I wash it probably about once every 3 weeks. But in saying that, you also have to keep in mind other factors. Since it's summer right now, it's hot outside, I find that my scalp does tend to sweat a lot more. Therefore, sometimes I do wash it every 2 weeks. And also, you have to keep in mind that wigs really hold scent very well. So if you go somewhere that has a strong scent, your wig's gonna lock in that scent and smell like it until you wash your wig again. So if you go to a bonfire or a restaurant with a strong smell, that's what you're gonna smell like. So that's another thing that you have to keep in mind when thinking about how often you want to wash your hair. So now that we know everything that we need for washing a wig, let's get to the washing part. What do you think? Okay, so I have everything set up here. I'm just gonna use the bathroom sink to wash my wig, and it's pretty big. So I gave my sink a nice wash beforehand just to make sure that nothing else icky gets on my wig. So before getting started, I'm going to give my wig a really good brushing just to make sure that all of the knots and kinks are out. So once she is all brushed, I'm going to take her off the styrofoam head and we don't need it anymore. Next, what I'm going to do is actually flip her inside out. So this is how I was taught to wash the wig. I don't want to get this root part damaged or dirty just because it is like hand-tied knots. So in order to keep my wig safe, I'm just going to flip her inside out like this. And I'm going to quickly hand comb right through it so I can just make sure to get any extra knots out. Then I'm going to run lukewarm water in the sink. So you don't want to use hot water just because you don't want to damage the wig. You also don't want to use cold water, so anything about lukewarm room temperature is perfect. And I am also going to fill the sink so that way I can submerge my wig in it fully. Once I get the water running, I'm going to put in some soap into the water and swish it around to make the water all nice and soapy. Then I'm going to just take my wig and swish it kind of in the water back and forth really gently. So you don't want to scrub or anything because you really don't want to damage the hair. So just gently kind of swoosh it back and forth, allowing the hair to soak in the water. And then I also run my fingers through it as I'm swishing. And now I'm going to repeat that a second time. I really like to make sure that my wig is well washed, so I like to shampoo it twice. I'm going to do the exact same thing. This time I'm just going to gently rub the top here, but super duper gently. Same thing with the hair, just very, very gently. Once again, using lukewarm water, I'm going to rinse my wig. So I'm just going to make sure that all the soap is gone, rinsing thoroughly at the top and through the ends. So now I'm just going to lay my wig out and try to spread it out as much as I can so the conditioner can get as much hair as it can. Really gently, I'm just going to work the conditioner through the ends. I try not to put any conditioner on the scalp part just because I don't want it to look greasy up there. So I'm just going to hold it and gently try to work the conditioner into the ends. And I just finger comb the conditioner right through the ends, just trying to make sure that I'm detangling anything. So now I'm just going to let the conditioner sit on the wig for about a minute before I rinse it out, just to kind of make sure that it penetrates deeply into the hair. And then once a minute passes, I will make sure that I rinse it out once again using lukewarm water. If you're feeling like your wig is dry or it needs a little extra nourishment, you can go ahead and condition for a second time. I like to condition twice, probably every other wash, just to give my wig some extra nourishment. So now I have my towel here. I'm just going to place my wig inside and really, really gently just pat it dry. Now I'm just going to finger comb it on both sides very gently. And I'm just going to take my wet brush and I'm going to really, really gently brush out the hair. So now that you have your hair pretty much brushed out, you're going to flip it over. So how you're going to do that is you're just going to grab it like this and shake it out. Alrighty, so you might have some tangles, so just super duper gently with your fingers, go through it first before you grab the brush. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is place my wig down like this and once again brush it. So starting from the bottom and working your way up very, very gently. And once I have that done, I'm going to just pick her up right here and by the lace. So look for the lace, find your part. And then I'm going to put my finger right where the part is and I'm just going to hold it up and gently once again brush everything out. So you just really want to make sure that there's no tangles anywhere. Beautiful. So like this. Then after she's all detangled, you're going to put her on your plastic wig head. So you just want to make sure that you do in fact have a plastic one, just because that allows this lace part to properly dry. I will usually keep this on for probably about an hour, and then after an hour I will transfer her over to my styrofoam head. And then from then on, I will let her rest overnight so she'll air dry because I don't want to damage it anymore by blow drying it extra. So I'll let her air dry overnight and then I will style her in the morning. That is all for how I wash my human hair wig. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video where I show you how I style my human hair wig after I let it air dry. But unfortunately for now, that is all. So know yourself, know your body, and until next time. Also, really quickly before I let you go, I was featured in a Daily Mail online article about my cancer journey, which is super cool and awesome. So I'd appreciate it if you would share it and give it a read. I will link it down below. Thank you so much.